So there's a reason that HUT 4 is remarkably similar to tools that Stephanie's been talking about, is that I went to a talk that Stephanie and Brian gave a few months ago, and I thought, that sounds like a great idea. I think we'll steal that. So we had a bit of downtime. So we developed HUT 4, which is for doing these rapid prototypes. It's for taking images that you've done already in Photoshop or OmniGraffle or even Balsamic and getting them as quickly as we can get them onto your device. No programming required. So if we just log in here, also it's a great idea for a mobile application. It's going to be geolocating, there's going to be a social network part of it, and we're going to call it Go Wally. One thing is, this is kind of designed for a larger screen that we have here. We would expect designers to be using at least 23 inches, so if I just type in Go Wally here, I will create our storyboard. First thing we need to do is get some images into the application we've already done in our tool of choice. There's two ways of doing it. One way we can go here, choose our pre-cropped images. Let's take that one. Let's take this one. Oh, we'll go with this for the moment. Go on, network. Thank you. Let's go this. As I say, larger screen. So we've created these images. We can see we've got this screen here, which is meant to represent all these sites which are around your current location, such as the Edge Case office. One thing we want to do is add a new spot. Hit that here, connect it to here. Oh, you can see it much better on that. That's great. So these two are now connected. Once we've got there, we want to go back, I guess. We'll just make this a back button, so it'll reverse the previous action. Make back button. As that's done, it should be auto-saving, but I'll just save this to be sure. And then we can preview the application in place in the browser, if you want. See what's happening. Add a new spot. Save the spot. That's okay, except we don't really want to do the transition like that. We've got an iPhone and we expect these things to behave a little differently. Perhaps we do a slide up instead. Save that. Preview application. That's a bit nicer. So given some previously created mock-ups, we can get something working very, very quickly. Or perhaps add a few more things. We can add images in a different way if we've got all our mock-ups in one place. We can crop them out of the existing image. Already got that one. Let's get a few more in. We'll take this one. These have been appearing in the corner here as I've been cropping them. And we're done. So let's try and string a few interactions together. So here at the Edge Case office, so if we click on the Edge Case office, we'll get the option to check in here. Information at Edge Case office, check in. go into the checked in. Now we're here, we might want to take a photograph of the office. We're very keen on fresh milk in our tea. About the photograph, I think we want to slide up for a photograph. Taking the photograph, we'll end up here. Want that as a... I think we need to do something like this naming, but a slide up reverse would be the opposite of slide up, obviously. And we can start thinking about the journey back. In this case, we don't want to make this quite the same as a back button because we don't want to end up back at the photograph. Back here. See, I kind of cropped that a little bit off, but we could have corrected that later. I'll go back to here. Obviously, we can maybe arrange these a little bit better. Add our photograph. Moo. Yay. So we're... did I get that one in? I missed that one. Well, we're getting the application together really, really quickly. So with a few bits of... a little bit of work in OmniGraffle or Photoshop or Balsamiq, we can start getting something together on the... But the main thing is to get it on the phone, to get it on the device. Because it's kind of difficult to get things from the computer to the device, but we could do it by sending an email. Send an email, the link will appear on the device, and we get it in the browser. It's a bit... That would send it to your email address, which would presumably you have email on your device. I have a simulator here. It's gone off the edge of the screen. Okay. Just want to talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I don't want that. I want display. So, been anywhere nice for your holidays? I'm kind of hoping that Gather displays will do the Gather windows while you may. Damn you, iPhone simulator. Try again. That looks a bit odd. Never mind. So we go back to here. That looks very odd. What is going on there? That's like the iPad simulator with an iPhone inside it. This has never happened to me before. Isn't it? Demonstration's brilliant. So if I copy this link here with it's an application I preferred earlier. Yeah. Paste it in here, go. We've got the application on the device. Even better, we can, on an iPhone, add it to the home screen. And it's on the home screen now, and looks pretty much like an application. You can carry this around with you. It's cached, so it'll work offline. And behave very much like the real application to confuse your customer and think you've actually finished it, but maybe you want to manage expectations there. So you've got all that behaviour on the device. Swap my phone around to avoid the microphone. So I've got this on my iPhone here, but you probably can't see that. That's us. We're in beta right now. We're very much after users and feedback. I know at least 2 local companies are using it quite extensively for their mock-ups, and one has been using it to pitch to a client for their solution earlier this week. So hope that worked out well for them. You register for the beta on the hut4app.com. Beta registration just here with your email. Do register. Do let us know what you think. Any questions?
How long will it take for us to get an email back from the beta? Is that a big queue?
Not huge. It'll be probably a few hours.
Oh, okay. So it's not like...
It's not like it's a big queue. It's actually... I've got a bit paranoid, and I go and check the list and approve people. Keep me to automate that.
Is it free, or you could be charging?
It's free right now for the beta. We have plans to charge at some point. How we actually do that and enable people to try it out, and the actual charging model is still, well, we're still trying to decide that.
Are you doing any other devices, or are you just doing iPhone?
Right now, we are concentrating on getting it running for the iPhone. As Kate's holding up the iPad. iPad would be next on the list. But the people who are using it are saying that they just want it to be just right for the iPhone. So the things we've been putting in, such as the ability to scroll, have longer screens. We put that in because somebody offered to give us money to do it, so we said, all right then. And things like the explicit support for navigation bars. Once we've got it right for the iPhone, the iPad's next on the list, and then other devices as people ask for them. There's not been a lot of demand for the devices, to be honest.